Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am very happy to have you back, and I'm even happier to have you come back to see part 2 of my video, because this is definitely much more interesting than the first part. A little bit less predictable, I'd say. More interesting, more layers to it. Well, without further ado, I will go into the um, the review and comparison of all these shampoo, part 2 of it. I'm going to go into this volumizing shampoo, Arabica coffee fruit, um, nourish, passion flower and rice milk. All right, hydrate, coconut milk apparently, and strength, whipped cocoa butter. Okay, so before I start going into each and every of these shampoos into different categories of it, please do like this video if you find it interesting. Share it with your friends as well, and subscribe to my channel for more videos, random entertaining videos, I hope, in the future. And at least once you're subscribed, you'll be notified when I actually release these videos. So first off, Arabica coffee fruit. Okay, let's go in. I've already explained all the different categories of all these um, you know characteristics, I'd say, of the different shampoos in my previous video. If you want the explanation to all these different categories, you can actually go back to my previous video. I'll actually leave a card on the screen right now for you to actually refer back to my old video on this, the part 1. So like I said, I am going to use a score-based system from 1 to 5 to actually, as a scale, of how each of these shampoos feel through my personal experience. And this is purely based on my opinion. This is not science. In fact, once you've actually used these shampoos, you have a different opinion, and please do share with me your experience as well in the comments below. It'll be my pleasure to hear from you. So let me go straight into it right now. So looking at the opacity and color, out of all these different ranges that we have over here, the only one that is actually transparent and colorless would be the Arabica coffee and fruit. The rest of it are actually opaque and whitish in color. There's Generally you would find that shampoos that are actually clear are very light, but the ones that are actually have creamier texture, I'm not sure if you can see this. Yeah, if you can see over here, it's actually a little bit whiter. Will give you a little bit more heavier feel to it. All right. So okay, in terms, which actually brings me to the next part. How will this shampoo make you feel? Whether it's going to be a very rich experience on your hair, or is it going to be a very clean feel to it? All right. So looking at it, clean versus rich. The one on the left here, I've actually arranged it by rank. Actually, this still gives you a very clean feel to it. Right? Not too bad. Not too bad. All right. The rest of it, nourish, very similar to this one actually. Very similar to the coffee shampoo. Not too bad. Not too bad. It's not too heavy still. It's not a category of it. If I were to give this a number, I'll put it at 3, which is very moderate. Very moderate. Alright. But as you go to the hydrate and strength category, the coconut milk and cocoa butter, it's really much stronger. I'd say it's a little bit more richer. If you notice the whole range over here, okay, the previous range that I've actually reviewed has no silicones, but if you actually notice the labels here, all of them use silicones, and that gives you actually a richer feel. That means your hair would feel a little bit more moisturized, a little bit tangle free. a little bit softer and smoother as well. So I guess they actually put a little bit of silicones here for that reason. Oh wait, I might have gotten it a little bit wrong. This one says no no silicones on the sticker, but over here it says no silicones, so they might have probably messed up the label a bit. So no worries. Okay, so moving on. So yeah, these generally give you a more richer feel compared to the ones that I featured in part one of my video. All right. So fragrance strength. Looking at the fragrance strength, right? Well, the Arabica coffee fruit has a very, very, very strong fragrance actually. Yeah, I will tell you a little bit more about it, what I feel about this in this sense. All right, the passion flower fruit is generally a little bit mild because, like I said, some people are okay with strong fragrances. Some people prefer fragrance-free products. Some people want very strong, very light, and this is the scale for you. And if you are not the type that will be able to tolerate really, really rich, strong, and lasting fragrances, then these two over here might not be for you. All right, because I find that it's actually really, really strong. On a scale of 1 to 5, they have a 5 over here. The coconut milk and cocoa butter. Because if you've tried products with coconut milk and cocoa butter on your skin before, you would realize that they tend to be a little bit more stronger, more longer lasting. It leaves a bit of residue as well. So when you put this on your hair, obviously it's going to actually leave behind a stronger fragrance. It will have a stronger fragrance while you're washing your hair, and a stronger fragrance after you wash off the shampoo as well. Whatever fragrance that's left behind. All right. So in terms of residual fragrance, interestingly, I find that the Arabica leaves a stronger fragrance after you wash it off your hair. All right. Well, this one generally very mild, very mild. So you don't smell much of it after you wash it off your hair. Hydrate, not so bad. The coconut milk, not too bad. Almost the same level as the Arabica coffee fruit, but the whipped cocoa butter, it stays on. It stays on. Okay, first notes. First notes. All right, this one is going to be slight of a cliffhanger. First notes. This one, to my surprise, smells like cough syrup. But hold your horses. Let's not be too quick to judge. All right, like I've told you previously in the last video, the whatever that you smell first, your first notes, if you need, you can smell this, may not be the same as what you would actually find applying it on your scalp while you wash your hair. Maybe two different things. So stay tuned. This one smells very predictable. Passion flower, rice milk. Unfortunately, you can't smell much of the rice because rice milk is very mild and not very strong actually. The coconut milk, this one smells like coconut milk and a hint of pineapples somehow. I'm not too sure what they're trying to invoke over here with it by labeling the shampoo as coconut milk. What kind of emotions that they're trying to invoke over here, when you use the shampoo. Stay tuned to find out more. That's why I say it's going to be quite interesting. As for this, interestingly, this whipped cocoa butter smells of cocoa butter obviously and vanilla. So if you like vanilla, you like something strong, this may be the one for you. All right. And once you apply these products on your hair and really scrub it in through your scalp, through your hair, you know what this reminds me of? Coco Chanel. Coco Mademoiselle Chanel. this actually smells posh. If I may say, this smells bourgeoisie. I tell you, this is a real, how should I put it, a surprise. Which, yep, if you have guessed that this was the, you know, Easter egg that I've actually mentioned from the previous video, this is it. It smells intense. It smells rich. It smells quite a surprise, for something that smells like cough syrup initially, actually smells like expensive EDP perfume. Like, wow, so interesting. Makes you feel expensive, like you're using expensive shampoo, when you're washing your hair. Totally interesting. I know if you're into perfumes, I totally recommend you using this. All right, especially if you're into strong EDP, expensive smelling EDP. Interesting, huh? So that's the Coffee Arabica Fruit Shampoo by Herbal Synthesis, the Bio Renew range. All right. So the next one, the passion flower and rice milk is a little bit boring. It smells like passion fruit. If you're like into it, the tangy, slightly I wouldn't call it really citrusy, like passion fruity kind of sense. So yeah, this might be for you. The coconut milk. Oh yeah, before I go into it, see the card here? It's Chanel. Referencing back to that shampoo over there, huh? Okay, before I go to it, this coconut milk smells like pina colada. That's right. If you've guessed it from the previous category, the first notes, coconut and pineapples, you've guessed it right. Pretty weird though, having a pina colada on your hair. This might not be for everyone. Some might like it. Probably gives you memories of being by the beach, by a resort, having a cocktail, just enjoying your holiday. Maybe this is for you, or maybe you just like pina coladas by the bar. Why not? Interesting sense, right? No, just tempts me to actually smell it a little bit more. Yeah, it's not so strong on the first notes, but when you apply it on your hair, you really smell the full thing of it, the full experience of it, right? And last but not least, whipped cocoa butter and vanilla. This is strong. I gotta tell you, this is strong. All right. Very rich. Smells very buttery as well. It's interesting. If you like very rich, creamy kind of smells, literally not just cocoa butter. It smells like butter. Yeah. If you like that kind of smell, the kind of fragrance, this is probably for you. And like my previous video, I would probably nominate my favorites. I'd say if I'm into something very mild, very not too rich of an experience, I'd probably go for this, right? Passion flower and rice milk, not too strong. Everyday use, yeah. But generally, my favorite over here is gotta be this, because I've actually, it really reminds me of the Chanel perfume that my wife uses over here. And when you do smell this around, you know that somebody is using expensive perfumes, and this is a reference to it. All right. So if I were to compare this with my previous video, the ones that I like, that would be this actually. Probably this would probably be one. Number two, this is like tied on the first spot, and number three, because I've been using this for quite a while, and so I'm probably bored with the fragrance, and that's why I like these two. So yeah, this is part 2 of my ultimate herbal synthesis bio renew shampoo review and comparison video. So please, if you find this entertaining, if you like this video, like it, share it with your friends or whoever that that might be in for some shampoo, or probably doing a little bit of research about what kind of shampoo they want from this herbal essences range. And subscribe to my channel for more interesting stuff in the future, and comment as well. Comment, share your comments with me, whether you agree or you disagree, or what are your different or similar experiences that you find using these shampoos. So probably you could help somebody else in choosing a shampoo for themselves. So thank you so much, take care, and be in good health. Bye bye.